Just waiting. All right, and we're recording. Welcome to another podcast, the Ginger Podcast, coming out with a special guest. If you don't know, you should know him. He lifts fucking heavy. He's a natty bodybuilder. It's KHIFIE West. How you doing, buddy? What's going on?
How you doing? Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate this. Thank you.
It's all right, man. Yeah, well, I wanted to interview you, man. You lift some fucking heavy weights. You pull some fucking heavy shit off the floor, man. What's going on with you then? So just congrats on from the last weekend. You smashed it. What show did you do? I know it was a BNBF, but I don't. Where was it?
Yeah, so it was the BNBF Northern show. So it was the one in Manchester. So it was the last and final qualifier of the season for them. So the BNBF Northern.
Not bad. And you you won. What classes did you win? You won juniors.
Well, first of all, I entered the junior class. So
yeah,
it's obviously my class jumping into this year. Because basically I competed within like the BNBF as a teen, and then last year moving into junior. So this year again, I had the junior class, so competed in there. It was like more kind of nerve wracking this year because there was like 11 of us, and usually if I enter or any time that I've entered a class like the year before or something like that, there's only ever been like maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 people max. So like knowing that I was kind of going up against like 10 other people, 11 other people was like, right, shit, it's like proper game time. Do you know what I mean? And you know how like obviously all over social media and stuff like that now, you know who you're going up against.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It was like I knew nobody. Sorry, like it was just a case of obviously going with it, going out to do my best, and that was it. But it was really good fun. It was good.
Yeah, that was wicked. And you took the juniors first?
Yep, took the juniors first, and then that basically gave me the magic golden ticket to go through to the overall. And then we went to the overall and took the best wheels, as in best legs, for obviously anybody that's maybe out there asking what the fuck's best wheels. And then went on to take the overall. So
you won the overall at junior?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking good, man. That's pretty good. How old are you?
Thank you. I've not long turned 21.
All right, you're 21. Fucking, you crazy motherfucker. You could definitely see. I saw some of the photos. Could definitely see like a thickness in your back, compared to everyone else. Like especially as a natty, man. That's fucking crazy. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. But like your lifts show in your physique, if you know what I mean. Like if you look at your physique, like because. I mean, you've probably had so much. I see all loads of videos, some of your stuff. It's always like a bit clickbaity, where it's a bit like, oh, is he on cycle? Is he taking stuff or not? And you probably get loads of people like, oh, he must be on something. He must be on something. Blah blah blah. Because you lift shit. Like you do lift some good. You have some good lifts behind you, right? But then I know some guys who are like 80. I worked in S&C, so I know some guys are like 80 kilos and they're like squatting 270. So I'm like sitting there, I'm like, this guy's lifting some weights, you know what I mean? And fucking wicked. Like your back double bicep compared to everyone else on stage was just a lot better.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it does show. That's wicked. So. Anyway, so you took the overall. What are you doing next then? What's going on? Because are you still prepping?
Yeah, still prepping for the British finals, which is happening in 16 days' time.
Oh, fucking hell, so you just shy of 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yes! That's what you like. Yeah.
That's where we're obviously trying still to kind of bring it in that little tad more. And then we've got the finals, which is happening in Perth in 2 weeks' time, 16 days, so just...
Oh, it's happening, you're from, it's in Perth, is that down the road for you?
Yeah, so it's like, they kind of rotate it, so basically, I think it's something like every 3rd year, they bring it back home, so like, obviously the BNBF are kind of based in like, Perth, that's like their kind of home.
Okay.
So, what they're doing is like, last year it was in the Echo Arena in Liverpool, and then the year before that, it was in Birmingham, and then the year before that it was in Perth. So basically it's background to Perth this year, so it should be good because obviously it's like a home finals.
Yeah, whereabouts, how far is Perth from you?
We're still about roughly 3.5 hours away.
Oh fuck, you're going the nut before.
We're like the total opposite side of Scotland from, so But at that, like, it's still, I believe it still should feel like good because it's like, it's going to feel like a home finals, you know what I mean? Just because in Scotland.
I mean, because the trek to was a bit of a trek to Manchester for yourself then.
Yeah, definitely. It was a fair little journey.
Did you go the day before, or did you travel on the day?
We went down the Saturday night. We got there about tea time or something like that, and then just basically so it'd be like enough time to kind of chill and eat and do. But like with Perth wise, we'll still go the day before. It'll just be a case of like we won't need to leave at any specific time or anything. You know what I mean? We'll just
down the road.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's familiar territory. I've been to Perth. Not bad.
It's nice. It's a nice place. Definitely.
Not bad. No. All right. Wicked. So basically, what I was going to move on to. So that's what you're doing now. That's pretty fucking interesting. Are you working with anyone? You coach and you doing all this by yourself?
So I was I'm working with Vicky McCann.
Okay.
She's like one of the heads of the BNBF.
Okay.
But obviously, like when it comes to like say for instance my classes and stuff like that, because like her being a head judge, she can't judge the classes.
No, she won't. Plus, I think they'd probably judge fairly anyway, because do you know what I mean? I think
that's the good thing as well. That's like the good thing as well. I like about the BNBF. It's fair that way because you know how you do get some federations where like you might be up against like people that are obviously being coached by like the judges, and they do allow the judges to like judge them kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool that obviously if there is a judge obviously in the lineup, and then obviously you've got the clients on stage, they do take a back seat. They're not allowed to do anything. You know what I mean? So
yeah. That's I like that. I mean, yeah, I've heard a few things, but then at the end of the day, like if you were getting coached by someone like for instance for yourself, say if you was no one else could really argue like the positioning, like just through the sheer amount of muscle that you had compared to everyone else. Like I don't know if you looked at your photos. I've only looked at a few of them, but it definitely looked like that. Do you know what I mean? Like the sheer amount of muscle. Anyway, let's move on to some fucking cool questions. That's pretty cool. So basically, what is your do you have a job while you're doing this? Are you working full time? Are you a student? Whatever you're doing.
So I do some personal training.
Oh, you do personal train? All right, okay. Do you have to work in the gym as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, it's sweet. Fair enough. Do you find the balance between prep? How do you find the balance between prep and personal training?
No, well, like it's not bad. Like it's like I do. It's all it is. It's like it's not how would you describe it? It's not like a council gym or anything like that. You know what I mean? So like basically all I do is the PT inside, and that's it. Basically, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So like
yeah.
I know what you mean. Now. You know how you get like obviously, you do personal training and then need to do like other stuff on the side.
12 hours for free to get
No, it's just like a little private gym, so it's like pretty cool. So it's
pretty tidy.
And then it's like easy enough to obviously be able to do. Like I wouldn't say it's easy. It's like sometimes it can be a challenge depending on how many clients and stuff I have going. But it's good enough to be able to work around obviously my training and prep and stuff like that. Because before that I used to work in like a little corner shop, so it was like that was so it was like I just wanted to kind of eat all the mixtures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
With prep, that was probably like the shittiest part.
Just working in the shop, but yeah. So you find it like that taxing on you then when you're like your personal training doesn't tax you as bad as while you're on prep, or you don't feel it, or it does and you just don't give a shit.
It's like sometimes depending how many hours I'm kind of working back to back.
Yeah.
And then depending like with meal times or even how close it gets to a show and stuff, you know what I mean? Like if you're talking like maybe 10 weeks out, then you're fine. But like when you're talking like maybe 1-2 weeks out.
Yeah, like now, like so, like you're working now, like you're 2 weeks out. You've got like 6 clients back to back. Like, does it fuck you up? Do you feel like shit, or you have it planned where you're like, right, I've got 15 minutes between each client, so I know I can get my food. I know I can sit myself down. I know I can have a drink.
just
Oh,
making sure I've got food with me.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. So you seem to good because I spoke to a lot of people. I mean, obviously, been a personal trainer myself. I know that it's fucking like sometimes you have clients at like 6 in the morning, and that same day you have a client who's like, "Yeah, sorry, I can't make my 4 o'clock. I can do it 6," and you're like, 6 o'clock? Like I was here at 6 a.m. Like I've been here since 20 to 6. Like, bro, fucking give me. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, like, clients, you got to make time for your clients, etc. But it's also it's a bit like you got once you've made a client base, that's when you can sort of build a structure around that, and then that's bodybuilding maybe a priority for me, but it most certainly is. But like then you can build a structure around your work. Do you know what I mean? Around your whatever you have to do. But when you're starting off or when you're in those early months, it's like you've only got a few clients and they're like one, majority of them in the morning and one's at night. You don't really have that pattern. You're like, for fuck's sake, do you know what I mean? Especially, I mean, do you live just down the road from where you work, or do you just?
Yeah, so like I live like out in like a little village, so it takes maybe like I don't know, like 5-6 minutes really. I don't know.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy then.
At 10 minutes to get there max. Do you know what I mean? It's
all right. That's easy peasy. Yeah. And when you live like 20 minutes, 20 half hour from the gym, that's when I found like personal training become a fucking annoying.
Can become a total fuck up.
Yeah, again, yeah, especially like I mean, I wasn't personal training a lot when I was doing my prep. So I mean, I was all right. I'm trying to upload my phone, but it's not opening. Okay, my phone's fucked up. All right, okay. So we like that. All right. So you're going for the British finals.
Yep.
Yeah. After the British finals, cooling it off.
Yeah.
Or you? Yeah.
I believe there'll be this after the British finals follows the Worlds in Miami. That is the KHIFIE Worlds. I believe it is around 4 weeks post.
If you qualify, you go?
Yes.
You go for Miami, that's the goal.
Definitely.
Oh, wicked, man. No, so basically let's talk about moving to this. So your short-term goals now, and then we'll move on to long-term goals. So what are with your bodybuilding? You're building a good Instagram, it's growing quite fast. Your YouTube channel is growing as well. It's very interesting, it's good content. What are your short-term goals along with your bodybuilding, and then we'll move on to long-term goals. So what are your short-term goals, buddy?
Well, social media wise, that's one of the big things because it's like this is one of the things that I will always go through. That is like I don't do bodybuilding and stuff like that, and everything else that I do, all my lifting and things like that. I don't do it for like social media. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just basically do it for myself, and I do it just simply for like the love of training. And it's exact same that it's like one of the main reasons that you'll never see me like follow some random bullshit plan and stuff like that just to try and progress this and trying to progress that kind of thing. I literally just do all my stuff for the love of training. But when it does come to like social media and stuff like that, and obviously I've seen things grow and things, all that I want, right, this is it. This is the weird thing, right? So I would love to hit like 1K subs on YouTube. So like growing pretty well. Obviously you always get that 1K sub mark that you want to like hit. But,
definitely.
Otherwise, Instagram wise, I would love to hit 10,000 followers, right? You know the only reason I want to hit 10,000 followers is so when you go on your story, instead of the YouTube video link is in your bio, you just
swipe up, yeah.
That's all I want. See, once I hit that, I'm just going to delete Instagram.
Just get rid of it. No, that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm on the same boat. I would like 10K followers, so if I just do the swipe up, just so I could do that, just so that. But I'm not rushing to try and get. I'm not rushing to try. I just exactly the same yourself. I just produce my content because I enjoy producing content. I enjoy what I do. I love bodybuilding, and I want to share my journey because there's a lot of bullshit, like you just said, bullshit plans and blah blah blah, and people doing this, and I just want to show people what it means necessary to do bodybuilding, and also I like to banter my missus. I like to take the piss out of her and put it online because it's fucking funny, isn't it? You know what I mean? I just like annoying people and I find it funny. That's about it. No, I like that. What about your bodybuilding? So short-term goals, bodybuilding. Hit me.
Short-term goals, place really well at the British finals, and then I'll go on to take the juniors to the Worlds. because obviously I went out to the Worlds in 2017 when I was a teen.
Yeah.
And so it'd be pretty cool to be able to go out as a junior.
Yeah, very cool. I didn't realise they have a teen category and then they have a junior. What's the difference? How old?
So teens are up until 20, and then
right.
juniors I think are taken up till 23.
23, yeah, that's like the other federations, yeah. Yeah, all right, that's what I'm familiar with. All right, yeah, cool. Yeah, wicked. So, what about your long term? What you want to do? Like, what you trying to get out? What you
long term goals are definitely the Olympia, definitely.
So, Mr. Olympia.
Yes. 100%.
So, like, are you obviously you're a natural athlete now? Like, have you thought? Have you had that personal decision with yourself to think, like, is it possible, or do you want to do it or not?
Like, of course, like it's possible, definitely. It's just it's one of the things that's like you want to think about, but you don't want to think about, and then you're always like just kind of lying there, not being able to sleep at night, and you're just kind of looking up at the ceiling, thinking, "Fuck."
But you're doing fucking well. Naturally.
You know that kind of way. And
yeah.
It's like it's just one of the things. You know what I mean? It's just one of the things. And it's like I get enough like daft messages on like Instagram.
Oh yeah, definitely.
About it, and then that's just enough to be like, right, well, like I'm just gonna forget about it now, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like one of the things when I went down to Body Power this year.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I don't know what it's like. It's no left me. I've been able to remember it. I was talking to Phil Heath, right? And the first thing I asked him was about basically natural bodybuilding with like enhanced bodybuilding and obviously being a junior and things like that, and how did he come up that kind of way. And basically the first thing he said to me, like obviously I was asking about like crossing paths and stuff, and obviously making that move to the kind of dark side, and he was like to me, the first thing he said was basically, well, unless you're feeling as a natural, then there's, you know what I mean, there's no need
absolutely
to like make the jump, if you get me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, fucking like, I mean, if you say, let's say you win the British, all right, you won the worlds. You've built your C. Like I always see bodybuilding. I see everything like this, like real world. So like a CV, right, like a record.
Yeah.
So your record, all right. Let's say you did get to the Mr. O. Let's say you did achieve where you wanted to be. Your dreams came. You achieved everything you set yourself out. What you wanted to do. All right. You could look back at your CV and people could like pick pieces of your career and go, yeah, when he was 21, he fucking was natural lifting like 300 off the fucking ground, and he was fucking lifting heavy weights. He was strong, and he won the Northern Show, he won the British, and he won the Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
You built a really good fucking CV up for yourself. Then it's like, then he made this jump and he did whatever shows, and no one could bash you for it, you know. You could be, you just fucking hang on a minute. I completed everything I could as a natural when I went to fucking. Do you know what I mean? I think I fucking really respect you. Like, I mean, I spoke to Jack Thorburn on here. I had him on last week, and I was doing the same question, and his response was really, really good. You know, and he just said, like he would take things too far. Plus, his parents would disown him, blah blah blah. And I just thought that's such a genuine response from him. But so for you, it's just been you just want to try and max yourself out, like you're meant to, It's
like the exact same again. If I was to like make the switch, it would be the exact same goal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would look to just kind of add on a few pounds of muscle, and that'll be it.
I don't think you'd add a few on, mate. You'd add quite a bit, especially the way you lift.
I would want to take it to like the most extreme level ever. Do you know what I mean? Like the likes of people that I would always look up to is like your likes of like Dallas McCarver and people like that. I mean, like they were always the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be that way. So it would be. It's a little bit. It's quite a bit to think about at the end of the day as well.
And it's a massive personal decision. But I just wanted to ask you that because what I'm really interested about, like, is natural guys. Is like that especially like someone like yourself who's in. Look, your diet's on point, right? Your training's on point. You're fucking getting stronger. You know you're doing something right. Do you know what I mean? And then it's like you haven't made that jump when there's guys who come in the gym like you train, right? And you see some guys in the gym who's been there for 6 months and he's like, do you know what I mean? And he's already banging in fucking a load of chests and gear, and you're like, and you're hearing the conversation, you think, fucking hell, like, what? Like, dude, you're still benching tens either side. Like, that's embarrassing. And then you're bragging around how much gear you're taking. It's like, Jesus Christ. You're sitting there, and then all you do is like, well, I need to turn my fucking music up because this guy's pissing me off. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But it's that. It's that, like, if anyone is listening to this, I said exactly the same thing about Jack. You know, watch his KHIFIE stories. Go watch his watch his videos. See how he lives. See how he eats. See what he does. If you aren't just as consistent as this guy is, you're not in any position to start gear. That is my opinion. And I mean, I don't have much to say that because I jumped on gear when was it? I've only been training for 4 years, and I jumped on probably like 2 years ago. But a bit less than that actually, because I put a photo up. I probably started a year and a half ago. I started. Must have been a bit. Yeah, probably. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember now. But yeah, round about that time, I remember it was about 2017 time, and it was just, for me, it was just a decision. It was like I spoke to a judge, and I was like, I want to compete in bodybuilding. I love it. I love training. I love it. And he was like, they watched me for a long time, and they were like, yeah, fuck it. Like, then we came to the decision, because originally it was like, yeah, wait till you're 25. I'm not 23 now. And you see some of the guys who are 25, you're like, fuck it hell. Do you know what I mean? You see some of the blokes.
Definitely.
So yeah, and then obviously now I'm like, right, with it, I'm like, right, I'm gonna get the best coach who I think is the best coach for me. So I picked Jordan, and I can have complete trust that. Do you know what I mean? The guy produces amazing content. The guy knows fucking everything and everything. I've got full trust in him that I can do it precisely, try and keep as much health as possible while doing it. But, you know, if I want to be 300 pounds of lean mass, that's not healthy. So, do you know what I mean? That's my goal. I want to be a fucking, you know, bigger than Dave Palumbo, but better structure. Do you know what I mean? That's my goal. But that's wicked, man. That's wicked. Very good. It's good response. All right. So, long-term goals for you: go to all the way Olympia. Yeah, what's your strategy? What's your strategy of your dream? What are you gonna? What have you put in place where you think, right, if I can do this or do this, like, where are you gonna sort of go? Or have you not thought about that far?
It's one of the weird ones. I don't know. It's like something that I've never really kind of thought about, but the unfortunate thing where I'm kind of like based in now is there's literally nothing. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing here, and like I don't have access to like a huge bodybuilding gym or even a hardcore bodybuilding gym, as you could say, or you know, a gym that's got like really, really good equipment. And I mean, I think it's worked. I think it's been beneficial to me in a way, but unfortunately it's like not been the most beneficial, because obviously I've only ever had access to like the basics. So do you know what I mean? Like I'll always swear by like barbell moves and things like that. And you know what I mean? And I don't believe that even if I went to another gym, I would like switch it up and just move to, like, say for instance your machines and stuff like that. I would always go straight towards a barbell. But the gym that I train at has literally got, like, you know, it's got a couple of obviously bars, dumbbells, a few machines, and like that's really all we're talking about. So it's like just a gym, so it is. But again, as I said, I mean, I believe it has obviously been beneficial because I've only had access to that.
Absolutely.
And being brought up like the kind of old school ways, obviously, it's been okay. But like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, you know, I wouldn't like to train. I wouldn't like to have access to a really good gym.
Yeah, something like Ultraflex in Rotherham, all those like, fucking crazy gyms.
You know what I mean? So it would be a case of like wanting to try and kind of find something like that first.
Yeah.
And then, you know, kind of try and like get your surroundings and stuff like that, get your people and stuff. You know how you get like a lot of these gyms that consist of bodybuilders?
Yeah.
Like mine's is just kind of like
you're the odd one out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like when you train, do you get stared at a bit, or you just everyone knows you? I
always just train myself, and 99% of the time I wear big baggy joggers and hoodies and stuff just to, you know, I just feel as if I'm just myself. You know what I mean? I don't want to like.
Oh, of course, just to be exactly. You want to be yourself. Everyone has their own style. of like what they wear, what they do, what they train, and that's it's a good attribute to have, like, because it's your own thing. Thing is, people will start, they see what you're doing, and like people are already, people start, oh, that looks cool, I'm going to do it, and they'll start doing what you're doing. You're setting yourself a trend. You're building up a good audience. You're definitely going to be successful. Do you know what I mean? What you're doing. You're fucking crazy strong. Like, I couldn't believe how fucking strong you were when the first time I saw you. I was like, fucking hell, this kid's deadlifting. Like, fucking, I think, I don't know how many plates you had on, but you were pulling off the ground. You pulled it for 1. I was like, oh, that's quite good. You pulled it for 2, and I was like, fucking hell. You pulled it for 3. I thought, fuck me, this cunt's stronger than me. I was like, oh, fuck. I mean, in my current plan, we ain't got any deadlifts. We're doing rack pulls at the minute. So, I love a rack pull. I've actually changed the so I was having it like just below, so the bar was just sort of below my knee, and now like I've got a sort of more deadlift, sort of like just in mid, just like a high shin. I wouldn't say mid shin, but just higher than mid shin, and so much better. But I was like, okay, I put it at 200 on, and I was like, oh, I did a few reps that felt all right, and I was like, you know what? And where I had it before, I did 210, and I got 10 reps. I was like, I'll go 210 again. I should easily get like 9. Fucking on the 9th rep, I was still fucking repping the cunt. I was like, fuck's sake, what happened? I was like, fucking hell. You going? Oh, sorry, I just got to say bye to me missus.
I know everybody.
Give me a kiss. Love you. All right. Sorry, she's going to work. She's threw me off. Bring the fuck. She's got oranges and shit. Jesus Christ, madness. Do you know what I mean? All right, yeah. I thought where it was. She just threw us off then. Talking about fucking rack pulls and shit. Yeah, no. I think we talking about getting a gym. Like you do when you get to a certain level. I think it does matter. But I think it can have a massive impact, especially when like if you go to if you started off in like a gym with a really good atmosphere and everyone and the work ethic is really high, that's going to pull onto you. But if you can create work ethic out of just from yourself and being like a lone wolf, which I think bodybuilding is like a lone sport, like it is quite lonely. So you like, especially for me, I'm exactly the same as you. I can train by myself, and I trained legs at the gym last night by myself in an empty gym. I had fucking Metallica full whack. Like 9:30 at night. The neighbours must have fucking complained this morning. Absolutely full whack. And I trained balls to the wall. I just and I got stuck in the Smith. I was doing Smith squats and I got stuck in there. But I don't care. Like I've been able to do just be able to do that. I put the spotters on. I come all the way down, and I was like, I think I got to the 9th rep, and I was like, right, that was pretty hard to get up. But I was like, usually I'd have someone to spot me, be my missus or be like a training partner, and I just went down. I was like, fuck it, boom, went down, and I was like, oh no, it's not getting up, it's not getting up. It just sank down. But I think if you can create that work ethic for yourself, doesn't matter what gym you're going to be in and what equipment and tools that you're given, you'll progress. I think you'll definitely think, and there's always a way, isn't there? There's always another movement. It may not be optimal, but it will be a movement that you can create gains on, etc. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's, do you know what I mean? I think that's definitely 110%. Like you create that work ethic. You say if your YouTube takes off, bit more, your Instagram takes off, you get a sponsorship, whatever, and you've got enough money to make your own gym. You can do your own personal training. You can have what equipment you fucking want in there, and then you can go from there. Do you know what I mean? And that's the dream. That's what I'd love to do as well. I'd love to have my own fucking gym. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's definitely definitely a really good way to get that work. I think. If anyone's listening to this, I guess if your first gym you ever step to is somewhere like Ultraflex, then you move away to a place where you go and you have to go to that gym. It probably would demotivate you to loads. But then I think if you go from a place like a small gym into a big gym, and then you've already created your work ethic of being able to go balls to the wall by yourself, not giving a fuck, headphones fucking 110 fucking blowing your ear bowls off, fucking, and you're ready, and I think that's fine. I think that's it's really good.
I've seen on the odd few weekends where I've had maybe a Saturday off or a Sunday off, I've made a 2.5 hour trip, maybe even longer, just to go to a really, really good gym that's got the best equipment. They've got the best, they've got really good bars and things like that, and it's just been a case of it's been my sort of day out. Do you know what I mean? I've had a really good session, and it's like I've been able to use this, and this. I've still obviously prioritised my main compounds at the start of the sessions, like obviously or like a squat or a deadlift or something, whatever the fuck I've been training. But it's just been like, it's been such like it feels like a dream. You know what I mean? It feels like a dream stepping inside. Like,
I mean, what you said, like it's like a day out. It's like a bodybuilder's night out. If anyone doesn't bodybuild, like they don't understand. You go, fucking, why is he trekking an hour and a half, 2 hours to go to a gym? It's like you know, that's our thing. Mm-hmm. You know, that's us going and watch the football. That's us going to do this. It's got, you know what I mean? It's our thing. Like, if you truly love training and bodybuilding, you will do that. And I mean, I've done trip. I went to, like, my missus used to actually live in Chester, so I used to go to like dedicated fitness, and I went to Nathan Diash's gym, and that was fucking wicked. I travel up to Chester, see her, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to one of their gyms, and it's fucking like 4 hours away from me. It's fucking sick. Yeah, they're definitely traveling around, just seeing different gyms. It's like your day out. If you've got that day off, and it's like, oh, well it falls on a pool day, I'm gonna find a gym. Oh, that gym has got some crazy fucking equipment. You know, I'm gonna give that a try. You know, especially during the off season. Especially, man, it's fucking wicked. All right, let's move on. I'm holy running, but I've done for half an hour already. Fucking hell, time flies. All right. So what have you done? So you've competed as a team. How many times did you compete as a team?
Just once.
Just once, yeah. And then this is your second season, is it?
Yeah, that's my third season now.
Third season.
I was a junior for one show last year.
Okay, all right. You did one show.
Yeah, and then on to off season. So I basically last year was my first year in the juniors, and I took the Scottish title, and then went on to the Britain and placed second in the Britain.
Who did you get beaten by? Did AJ won it?
Yeah, I was caught last year. Yeah.
Bastard. And fucking English bastard. So I support AJ because I'm English. It's all right. It's okay.
So that was after the British last year. I just like jumped straight onto off season, and I had I took my off season. Originally this year I was going to compete in June and do the Scottish, and I started prepping for like a few weeks, and then basically thought, nah, do you know something? Patch this. I'm going to literally up my calories again, shoot them back up as much as possible, and give myself like another maybe 7 weeks or something, and then start prepping for a later qualifier.
So halfway through that, I don't know why someone tried to ring me and I ignored it, right? But my fucking YouTube video I had on earlier on just started playing. It just started playing now. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I had fucking Chris Aceto just blowing my fucking ear holes off. Halfway through your speaking. So sorry about that. So you're saying about you qualified. I was about talking about last year. Sorry.
So basically, I done the Scottish last year.
Yeah.
Took the Scottish last year and then went on to the British finals where I placed second in the junior class. So last year was just my first year in the juniors.
Yeah.
So I was able to take second at the British finals, then basically just jump straight onto off season from there. So
and then how long was your off season?
Well, I was meant to compete in June this year. So obviously it wasn't going to be
you were
long.
saying, yeah.
Gave myself a while and then was going to compete in June, started prepping, and then basically thought, do you know something, patch this, and then literally up my calories again, so shot my food all the way back up like as high as possible, and then gave myself like another, I think it was like 6 weeks, and then started prepping from there for the Manchester, the later qualifier that just happened last weekend.
All right, yeah, that's good. And plus you've only got, like, this is how I did it last year. I knew that if I qualified or won my show, I would get for the Brit. I was only 2 weeks out from the British because I wanted to get to the British. That was my goal. I was like,
well, that was the same as us, because like originally we were talking like me and Vicky were talking that, and our aim was to get a qualification, and then bring the best we could, like bring my best for the finals.
Yeah.
Obviously, it went really well.
Blew everyone out of the water.
You know what I mean? So it was.
Yeah, man, it was good. You got some freaky biceps too, man. Like, you just saw your peaky biceps. That's what I mean. You got a proper peak on you, mate. You got like that Marcus Rule peak will be there. One day he'd be like that fucking big old P. That's wicked, man. It's pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, man. So I thought to ask everyone. So I'd say like your top favorite bodybuilders, but who are your top favorite sort of influence on? It might like your bodybuilders, your amateur, your top favorite amateur bodybuilders, and right now, who like people who influence you. So you might go on the people when you flick up Instagram, you watch their shit, and you're like, yes, that motivate. Like they're the guys you're watching. So your top favorite amateur bodybuilders. They might have just turned pro, whatever, but but yeah, like, and then we'll go on to pros after.
Well, amateur wise, I'm like not really sure because there's so many people like literally turning pro nowadays, and it's like it's so hard to keep up. So like the amount of people that I've got, like, again, even speaking about like natural bodybuilders as well, like that's at the top tier, are all like, you know, like the pro levels as well, you know, like David Kay and Nathan Williams and stuff like that. Like seeing the density on these guys is like really, really inspiring for like somebody my age.
Yeah.
That looks at that and goes like, shit, what the, like,
yeah,
you know, like you just always want to like you want to strive to become like something, you know, just crazy. But like it goes for like the exact same wise on like the kind of even like the IFBB level and stuff like that. Like amateur wise, obviously you get people like you know, trained by like JP,
Jordan.
of course.
Yeah.
Jordan's like a really big like influencer for a lot, like thousands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for his just like the way he obviously not even going through like everything that he does. Like obviously his heavy pulls and stuff like that. His
Crazy
like,
strong.
His physique in general. Do you know what I mean? Like you would look at that and you would just think, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a what the fuck moment. Yeah, definitely.
Uh-huh.
So, who are your sort of like your top favourites instead of your amateur right now? So you got JP.
It's a tough one. It is such a tough one. It's a tough one because like I do. It's one of the things as well. Like I do follow. I'm terrible when it comes to names. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would end up seeing something on like Instagram and I'll be like, right, shit, they are producing like the content that I want to see. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're gonna get people that are just gonna put out loads of rubbish, but it's like when I'm seeing somebody go like, not even needing to mention any specific names, but when I'm seeing somebody like go like literally balls to the wall on a set, or no, not needing to write a big, huge, informative post.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
I know what you
kind
mean.
of style of training that like really, really gets me into following somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. So you don't have any specifics. You just got a group of people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It would. See, to be honest with you, we'll probably end this, right? This video.
Yeah.
I'll start rhyming off names in my head.
Just start thinking about.
Why did I not? You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to. You did mention something. I didn't actually ask you. Your style of training. What is your style of training? What do you How do you train? Like, you do fucking just obviously you train really heavy, which like same for me. But do you train that sort of like Dorian Yates style of training, the Jordan Peters sort of?
That's it. That's
the one.
The training that I would always look up to. And
Is that the one you follow?
It's the Dorian Yates style of training.
Yeah. That just 1-2 sets, all out failure. It's as heavy as you fucking can go. Yeah.
On absolutely everything. When it comes to like big compounds, like obviously squats, bench press and stuff like that, might like majority of the time might take it up to like a single. Won't necessarily be like my 1 rep max, but like a really, really heavy single. Might do a back off set, take that straight into drop sets, you know.
All right, and then
same with squats as well. Squats I'll always like to do.
To try and keep your volume low. To try and keep like the freak as well, like the amount of sets like lower as well.
Compounds, yeah. Sorry, on the main compounds, like such as obviously squat, bench, and deadlift and things. The volume is always low, but then again, I could see where I could go in to sessions and it could be like low volume and high volume because I could end up like doing a set of maybe 4 or 5 reps, but then end up doing a set of like
What's your current split? Like, how many rest days you having?
Oh well, like that on my off season, it's like training 7 days a week. You know what I mean?
Fucking hell! And
It's
you're fuck.
it's always been. I've never been one to take a day. Do you know what I mean? I've never been
Really? I have like 3 rest days a week, 2 rest
one.
days a week, bro.
It's one of the things. It's one of the things that it's like. I don't know. It's like. I guess it's one of the things that whenever even I've said it on like my socials and stuff like that, obviously a lot of people don't like it, and
Well,
Jordan,
it's working. It's working for you. So
Jordan being one of them was same again when I was at Body Power this year. I was talking to Jordan, and
yeah,
he was obviously asking me about my split and stuff like that. He wanted to see all my stuff, and I mean it was cool to see somebody like that being mind blown about obviously the stuff
yeah.
that I was doing him. So like that was pretty cool. But like at that again, he was saying things like obviously implementing like even one rest day and things like that, and it's just like I'll be honest, it's as much as it probably does play like a huge part mentally, I believe it's 100% believe it's worked for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's fair enough. If it's working for you, but then it's like you might get to a stage where this is working for you, and then you're like feeling really beat up all of a sudden, and you're like, oh fuck, like I can't do that like I would. And like you hear a lot of the older guys talk like how they've had to change their splits, and you even see people like to progress they have had to change things up because they've just simply reached the max on that what they've done. And that might be a thing, but you know what I mean. You're 21, you're a young whippersnapper, and you're fresh, and you're ready to go. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm exactly the same, but I just look old as fuck because I've got a beard and I take anabolics.
My split's always just been like the old bro split as what people would call it. Do you know what I mean?
Really, you follow the bro split? It's fucking crazy.
It's I've never like I have attempted doing like say like a pull push legs, but again it's not really. I don't know. It's just not really been there for me. It's not really.
We might try it. You could try it, give it a good shot in the off season maybe, and to see how much see how much you grow by it, and you think fucking hell, if you're doing really well and you recover nicely, whatever. But do you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and bash your fucking split because obviously you're getting strong and you're doing some, you're winning shows, so you can't fucking argue with that, right? Do you know what I mean? I can't fucking sit there and whatever. Anyway, so let's move on to this is the last question I'll ask you. Probably ask you about 5 more, knowing me. But your top forever bodybuilders ever. Your top, but you could just. There isn't been a number. I said to Jack 3, and he is at a 5. So I let him off. So I'll let you off too.
Dallas McCarver.
All right, Dallas.
Yeah, obviously Yates, of course. Anthony Bales again. Leroy Davis.
Leroy Davis put Dorian Yates his fucking training partner. Yes.
And then we've got the likes of Jay Cutler and obviously Big Ronnie. So
Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, but I like that. I like the one you just speak out to me is Leroy Davis.
Yeah.
Have you seen any photos of him like actually with his clothes off?
Aye.
And he's just like, I know what you mean though. He's like, when you first ever watched Blood and Guts, right? Because we're like, we were like when that come out. When that year? What year did that come out? Like 90.
I was good. It was
95 or 96, 7. It must have been one of it.
I think it was something like 96 or something.
I mean, I was 1 year old. I was born in 95, and I was born at the back end of 95. I was born in December.
Born.
You know, when you weren't even born, right? So, like, when we watched this shit, it's like you can't believe that it was back in the 90s because the gym I was going to, I went to, it's pretty much the equipment's gone a bit newer now, but it's pretty much the same fucking equipment that's in that gym. And then and it's also just fucking the shouting that's going on in it is fucking wicked. It's fucking biblical, his voice, isn't it? Like, when he's like, fucking, come on, Diesel, like that. It's like, yes! With the little bony accent on, you just think, fuck yeah. Like, get me doing a fucking push session now. Let's fuck it off. Let's go.
That was it.
Exactly that, mate. I love it. I love that. So that's wicked. So who did you have? You had Dallas McCarver. Obviously, he was a wicked bodybuilder. And he was young, wasn't he? He was real young. And he was fucking huge. He was tall as well. Are you a tall lad?
No, I'm only like 5'7".
All right. You thought okay. And then you had Yates, Dorian Yates, of course. Who else did you have?
And Anthony Bales. So again,
okay, yeah.
Same roots as obviously Yatesy and
Yeah.
Mr. Knifie.
Doesn't he have his own? Doesn't he have the original Dorian pullover?
Yeah, the pullover machine. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking like you're blessed to touch that shit, aren't you?
Yeah,
I've seen people go to it. I think I actually saw who's the Scottish guy who's doing really well? Is it Andy Scott? Is that his name?
Yeah, Andy Scott.
I like his physique really well, but I just saw him like going through a fucking session with Anthony on the Dorian fucking, and he was just killing him. He's like, fucking come another one, just fucking making it go. Like, oh shit, really just covered like I don't know if he does, but he could definitely have like pay for the Yates experience. It's just like you go on that like a ride. He loads it up. You just get warm. He's like, all right, that's going to be your working set. Let's go. Just fucking makes you do all that working set. That's it. Chip him a tenner. That's it. Right, fuck off, mate. Do you know what I mean? And that'll put you 10 pounds of mass on your lats. Yeah. No, and then you had the last one was you had Leroy Davis, and then you had one more, Jay Cutler and Ronnie, wasn't it? Jay Cutler and Ronnie. All right, wicked. No, man. It's good to be having you on, man. It's wicked talking to you, and it's good to like get insight of what you do, etc. Because you do produce a lot of content. You're very open, but then there's also like a lot of questions to be asked, which I probably don't mean to do it. And I'm like, I mean, I do for me, I do purposely produce content because but I don't produce it purposely for my audience. I purposely do it for me. Yeah. Or if I've been asked a lot of questions, like yourself, like once you have built a bit of an audience and you get asked, like, I don't know, something about your training split, like by 10 people, you just think, fuck it, I'm going to make a video. Like I had a lot of people asking me about my food and my calories. And I'm like, Jordan just sends me a plan. I was like, fucking hell, last time I worked it out was in prep. Fucking hell. Like, do you know what I mean? And my food's changed 4 times in the off season. Now, like, let me just, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a fucking video and everyone can watch it. And I did it. You know what I mean? It's like, look, so literally, you can go watch my stuff, and there you go. It's all on there. Do you know what I mean? It makes life a lot easier. And then, I don't know about yourself, like, definitely for me, editing's become like a little hobby of mine. I actually really enjoy it. It's like fucking about with music and fucking about, where you get like well nerdy with it. And I was like, fuck, I'm turning into a geek. Do you know what I mean?
So like, and like, I just do all my YouTube and stuff like that from literally my iPhone. Do you know what I mean? So
really?
Like,
do you edit on your phone?
I don't have a camera or anything like that, so it's like, see, whenever I get all my kind of content and stuff like that on there, then it's time to like sit down and just play about with it and edit and everything.
It's brilliant. Brilliant, no man. Anyway, wicked having you on. It's great to hear of yourself, and good luck for 16 days time. I know you don't need it because you worked your fucking ass off, but it's just polite to say good luck. And I hope you get into the Wales, man. I hope to see you fucking there and smashing it with that big double bicep. You know what I mean? The big double bicep, the big back double bicep, and you fucking showing that big back off, man. Showing those people those big rows, the big fucking deadlifts that you've been doing. You know what I mean?
Hear my dog barking there.
Yeah, I just heard him bark then.
He's been endless.
He's been good through the whole thing anyway. All right. Anyway, it's wicked having you on, buddy. Don't want to hold on you time because you've probably got a meal coming up. I certainly have. Anyway, cheers having me on, man.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
Cheers.
Speak to you after, buddy.